Hey, we'll talk about Kotal real quick. I'll tell you how I play with him and the moves I use. The go-to variation for me, alright, the command grab, the disc, and the totem, the buff totem. The attack totem, the attack buff totem. The defense buff totem is longer to get out, which is ridiculous. Plus, when you play MK, you always want to be thinking about offense first and defense after. Your opponent's health is not going to go down by itself, right? And if you're always on the defense, there's too many ways to get opened up in this game. So, you want the offense totem. And the damage with this thing is absolutely insane. It's easy to put out too, right? So let's just do a normal combo. What is this one here? 198, unbreakable. It's still really good. $314. So you see how much it is? It's pretty good. Like this is, you can set it up in a few different ways, but essentially what I do is I use standing 4 to set it up, right? Like this, I just special cancel it, and even if it's on block, there's enough pushback that I'm gonna be fine. Like even against, like, I don't think this is actually punishable at all. Even against reversals, because this is only -10. Interesting. Like, of course you lose their turn, but that's a good way to set it up. Or you set it up on hit, but I wouldn't set it up on hit with this variation because I don't have the launcher. The juggler. I have it in the other one, I'll show you in a second. But essentially, how you want to play with this variation is use the disc to reset neutral. So, for example, right, 4-2 is his best attack. Careful, this gets countered by people who have like attacks that don't have a hurt box, like Joker's 4-2, Cabal's back 1, those kinds of things, because he uses his entire body to move forward. And this is a slow mid from up close is not the best idea. It's not bad though, but Kotal doesn't want to be here. When you're close, you're poking and you're using command grabs. You want to be here, usually with Kotal. So that's why you reset neutral. So now you're -1. Isn't that interesting? So this is just to your advantage. You get some chip too. Look at the chip. And then that's when you trap people. That's the purpose of Kotal. That's how you should play Kotal. You reset neutral and then you trap them when they try to come in. So if they don't come in, they're fine, right? But they're gonna rush in, and that's when you sloop. You hit them with that. For example, let's say I put this other guy on. He's gonna do that. So what you do, you don't even have to move here. If he's using a long-range move, let me show you the other option, right? The other option is to move backwards and then to whiff punish. Gotta be careful, it doesn't work with every single attack. It would work with this, you'd have to adjust, but... So I'm gonna put custom reversal with navigation. So he's gonna step forward and try to hit me like this. Depending on what he does, you can simply go for it, the 4-2, but it's pretty slow, so you might want to back up. There you go. Alright, so he moves forward. You can whiff punish him. If he just YOLOs, so let's see, I use the disc. Oh, it's not gonna work against Kotal. Okay, so let's say I reset neutral. Kotal, anyone else tries to advance and hit you normally without using a long range move, because Kotal counters Kotal easily here. With his 4-2, I mean, right? You can do something like this. So my go-to is to either, when they reset neutral, is to either just do 4-4 like that, or take a step back and do 4-2 to open people up. So that's what I usually do. And of course you can just go in, right? Keep your attack going with 4-2. It depends on what the other person does and the reads that you make. You can even do back 2 like that and launch them. If you just don't want to, you want to try to look at the situation carefully and have time to think, right? You can just, instead of backdashing and doing something that you know you're gonna do, take just a step back, observe, and counter. Okay, so from up close, it's time to use the command grab. Up close, this guy is not good, but, I mean, there's a lot of characters who are not very good up close too. He's not awful though, so he gels. You need to gel with him. So for example, if I put him on duck, right, you can gel with down 3. This is plus 16. This is a lot. Right, you gel to 1-2. Whoa! Did you see it whiffed? Oh my god. So what if we do down 1? Okay, down 1 gels a bit better. Oh my god. Standing 1 can whiff. So you have to... You're gonna have to dash forward. Unbelievable. Buff Kotal. Oh my god. Okay. Anyways, I guess it's better to down 1 instead of down 3. I like the animation of down 3, but there's higher hit advantage. But 14 hit advantage with this one. So just do down 1 into 1-2, right? You can do that. And if they block, So that's your combo routes with the command grab. There are couples, but this is what I like to do. You know, you're here, you're fighting in the neutral, and eventually when you close a distance, just grab them. It's a mid, right? They can't duck it, which makes it extremely strong. Because most people are going to duck stuff. You know, you try to OS duck your opponent's highs and grabs, but then get caught by a mid command grab. And you know, just grabbing from up close is the same concept as getting someone to hit you and taking your turn back immediately with a mid. And eventually they're going to jump, right? And that's when you start mixing it up. It's to be unpredictable because people usually know that what you're going to do is 1-2 into command grab. It's either 1-2 into command grab or 1-2 into unsafe launcher. Well, this is not a launcher, it's just an ender, but people usually do this. Stay unpredictable, just grab them. You don't even have to set it up, right? Because it ticks from 1-2 tick or 1 tick. What I recommend is just go for it, or even just standing 1 into it, because they don't have time to react. They're not gonna expect it. They're gonna expect it after this one, after 1-2. They know it's coming, so they might jump here. But here, this is really hard to see. Like, and when you mix it up between just grabbing initially, 1 grab or 1-2 grab, it's so goddamn overpowered. It's very strong. So you saw I did 107 damage. Now this is doing 97 damage, so there's a damage buff on that command grab when you amp it. So you always want to amp it, and it does so much more damage. So we got 107, now let's do... we drink blood twice. 121. What if we do it again? Once your bar is back. And you know he has a damage buff because his chest is like flashing, you see? 121, so it looks like the buff only lasts twice. Like 2 amps. Anyways, super goddamn strong. So that's it, folks. You want to stay about here. You want to use the Grand Discus on block to reset neutral. And on hit, when you react, you do down forward 2, right? Or whatever your launcher is. Might be that or the cut, the con cut, which launches. I prefer this one because it breaks armor. And the damage is insane when you break armor. So let's say we do down 2 into armor break. You have to amp it. Look at this insane damage. Yeah, so in this variation, this is more of a unbreakable variation. Always amp the hit. The damage is not extremely high when you're just doing a simple combo without totems and buffs and all those things. But it's still really decent. Like 241 unbreakable, that's amazing. Compared to like Cetrion has to work so hard to get 180 damage, right? Yeah, so that's what I do, boys. Use the command grab when you're close. Tick in unpredictable ways. Gel. With down 1 apparently, not down 3. Gel, and then sometimes if they block, right, if they do this, they keep blocking your gels, that's when you do this. Just replace your grab with this, because this is unduckable. No one's going to duck down to your ass, right? So you can do that. Oh yeah, it ticks from down 1 as well, right? Things like this. What I do, because people often get caught by pokes, so what I do is I hit twice, because the first one often touches. So let's say this touches them, right? Let's say I do this. I do it again, and I get them to block like that. And then I go for my command grab. That's my tech. 1-1 to command grab. I never go like this. I rarely do this because, because it's on hit, and you're gonna whiff, you get fully combo punished. So yeah, that's Kotal. Set up your totems as much as you can. Use command grab, and use 4-2 from up close. Reset neutral with the Grand Discus, and win. Like, comment, subscribe, peace. Follow me on Twitter.